Hello and welcome to the last of your video lecture series here in Promotions Management. Today we're going to talk about Chapter 10, which is Alternative Media. Alternative media is really one of my favorite types of promotions. It's my favorite really method of promotions. Alternative media is really when you're reaching your target audience in very creative ways. We're going to talk about buzz marketing and guerrilla marketing. We're going to talk about lifestyle and experiential marketing and all the different ways that advertisers or brand managers or product managers can get creative in hitting their target audience. Some of the key things with alternative media and alternative advertising is you've got to make sure that you understand what your target audience likes and what they're doing and what their actions are in order to make sure that you are reaching them with your product or your brand. It's unfortunate that this particular chapter is done in a video lecture, because in class I have all kinds of really cool videos and examples to talk to you about alternative marketing. But in times of desperate times like this, I guess we have to do whatever we can in order to get the information across. So, with that being said, again, welcome to your last chapter, and let's get started with alternative marketing. So, as I said in the introduction, today's last chapter for promotions management is going to be on alternative media. Alternative media is really quite creative, and this is when some creative directors and some product managers and brand managers, etc., can get very creative with their particular message and what they're trying to say and how to reach the audience. Oftentimes, alternative marketing programs are ways in which you can reach your target audience or your target market in a very creative fashion. Oftentimes, without even your target market knowing that you're reaching them. So really the 6 paths of alternative marketing we're going to talk about today is buzz marketing. We're going to talk about guerrilla marketing, lifestyle marketing, experiential marketing, product placement, and then branded entertainment. Buzz marketing is synonymous with word of mouth marketing. It has got a very high credibility. If a advertiser, if a product manager or a brand manager can obtain viral buzz marketing or word of mouth about their product, they've won. People respond more favorably when someone tells them how great a product is versus when they hear a commercial about how great a product is. So what people are trying to do is they're trying to create that buzz. It's $1 billion industry annually for advertising firms and executives to create a buzz marketing and going about it. So the way to do it is to get a consumer who likes a brand and become a brand ambassador. You can get a sponsored consumer. You can get a social media influencer to really start a buzz about your brand. And really, if you can get a social media influencer to start a buzz about your brand and do it in a way that people actually believe that this influencer loves your brand, then you've won, especially if it's an influencer that is influencing your target market. So the ideal ambassador is somebody who likes the product, who has used the product, and the ideal ambassador is someone who's not getting paid in order to create the buzz for you. Rather difficult, but it happens. And if you can get somebody out there that really truly likes your product, they are an influencer, and they can blog about your product, they can talk about their product on their blog, it is a real win-win. I know somebody who had a hot sauce, and he got the hot sauce on a YouTube called The Hot Ones, I think. It was a YouTube television show. He got this on there. He had a ideal brand ambassador on the show talking about how great his hot sauce was, and ever since then his hot sauce has taken off. So that is the ideal person. It's consumers who like the brand, who are out there promoting the brand without being paid for it. You also have sponsored consumers. Those aren't as effective. Those are people where you're paying people to go out and sponsor or talk about your brand. They're agents or advocates for the brand. They are customer evangelists, but they're not quite as effective because people know that they are getting paid. They're expected to deliver the messages, but the messages are coming from the brand or the product sponsors. And then finally, you've got company employees. And that's one of the key things is you've got to make sure that your employees are your brand ambassadors. Oftentimes, employees can be your best brand ambassador. You've got to make sure that the employee likes the company, likes what they're doing, likes the products, and truly come out with an honest opinion about it. I know at one point in time, I worked for Bausch & Lomb for 10 years, and I really truly loved Bausch & Lomb, and I loved their products. And I was a perfect brand ambassador for that product, even when I was outside of sales, even when I was in different roles. And even after leaving the company, I was still a brand ambassador for that product because I truly believed that Bausch & Lomb had the best product out there. So both former employees, as long as they leave on a good note, and companies' employees can also be excellent brand ambassadors and create that buzz. The key thing is, though, is the buzz has to be believable, and the people that are creating that buzz have to be likable. And that's why the ideal brand ambassador is somebody who's not getting paid for it, somebody who's blogging about a particular product, and somebody who is what we would call a social media or an influencer. So you start with inoculation. Someone gets the word out. You got a new product. Something's great. Something's big. Something's happening. It goes to incubation and then finally infection. And that's when the buzz marketing starts. It's oftentimes difficult in the inoculation phase because it hasn't quite gathered the steam. In the incubation phase, that's where it's gathering steam. And in the infection phase is when people are talking about it. So down there is the definition of buzz marketing, a viral marketing technique to attempt to make each encounter appear to be unique, spontaneous, and believable. So the preconditions for buzz marketing: first of all, the brand must be unique or the product must be unique. It must stand out. The advertising or the message that the brand ambassador creates should be memorable. It should be intriguing. It should be different, unique. Customers have to get involved. Consumers have to get involved. And someone has to have that trust. It can't be somebody who everybody's saying, well, that they're just a spokesperson for the company. Of course they're saying that. If, in fact, they can get an influencer that has that trust, then you have the buzz marketing preconditions, and you are starting with your incubation period. Stealth marketing is surreptitious practice that thrives in the online world. You click on something, it takes you to a site where you didn't know you were going. Oftentimes it's a bait and switch. They're very shrewd. People have an ethical debate on this. I talked about this in the last chapter when we talked about digital marketing. It thrives in the online world. It's really almost a dishonest approach. I think, my opinion, and for whatever it's worth, it's still just an opinion, but in my opinion, it truly is not ethical. There's an example right there. I came across this where you click on this, they're saying secret customers needed. You can't read the text there, but the text there says that you're going to get paid for shopping. You're going to sit in your own home. You're going to get paid for shopping, and the products that you shop for, you can keep. Just click here, and you're going to get paid for shopping, and everything you buy, you get to keep. Well, that's not what it was. That right there is an example of stealth marketing, an example of online practices that thrive in the digital world and a particular bait and switch. So I came across this a couple years ago and I wanted to put this down as part of the stealth marketing example. Guerrilla marketing, now that's a whole nother ballgame. That was developed by J. Conrad Livingston. Guerrilla marketing is just like, think about guerrilla warfare. It's quick, it's fast, you're in, you're out, it doesn't last long. Generally speaking, you're trying to create an excitement, you're creating a buzz. Your goal is to have something that is a wow factor very, very quickly so people talk about it, people understand it, and then you move away. Oftentimes, it's for a new product. It's oftentimes for an opening at, say, an art gallery or an opening at a theater. You see a lot of it for an opening, say, at Jiva downtown. I remember one time for the movie It, they had a whole bunch of red balloons around. Those are the types of guerrilla marketing efforts. The best one I can think of was, and the place is out of business now, and it's really not my genre, but if you think about it, it was a great guerrilla marketing tactic, is the tilted kilt that was over there by where Tully's is now, over on East Henrietta. I used to drive by there on the way to St. John Fisher all the time. And so I for a week, they had a young lady in a kilt out there playing a bagpipe. And every time you went by, you know, she was there, and people were wondering, what the heck is this? And then the next time, you know, you see another young lady out there, and there's two bagpipes. And then finally, as you drove by, there was a van out there that said Tilted Kilt opening soon. And then, of course, it was a big splash where the Tilted Kilt opened in that particular location. Again, the Tilted Kilt is not my genre. It's kind of like Hooters. I don't like those kind of places. But it was a great idea, great job of guerrilla marketing there, great job of grassroots. Here's some examples here. I love the one down in the lower right-hand corner. This was really, really creative. A brand new product came out. It was a soft drink, and what they did is they packed it in ice. The thing about it is, though, what was great about this is as the ice melted, you could reach in and you could get a free sample of the soft drink. But it melted all day, and there were layers of different soft drinks. So it's not like in half an hour, the thing was gone. It was there all day long, and as it melted, you could reach in and get new ones. So that way, they had more for the consumer. So someone couldn't just reach in and take them all at once. Great idea. Everybody, I think, has seen there. They've had this in Cleveland up in the upper left-hand corner. I love the new paint store opening with that paint can that looks like it's suspended in midair. And then, you know, a new watch for when you're holding onto the handrail on a bus. So all these are examples of guerrilla marketing. Again, quick, fast, getting in there and making a splash for something. There's another one. I love this one. Look at that zoo, for an opening of a snake exhibit at a zoo. So the reasons is we're trying to find new ways to communicate with customers. We're making a very quick hit. We're interacting with customers. We're trying to really drive customer interaction, build relationships with consumers, create that buzz, start some type of a guerrilla type of quick hit in there to make a splash. Lifestyle marketing, those of you that go to the beach during spring break, unfortunately, I don't think anybody did this year, but for spring breakers, lifestyle marketing is associated with hobbies and entertainment. Lifestyle marketing, oftentimes you see people handing out free samples at a beach. It's where it's contacting consumers when they're relaxing, when they're on vacation. Oftentimes they're more open to new products, open towards those types of things. Oftentimes you see it's free samples, it's for socialization, it's relaxing, it's for enjoyment, and that is lifestyle marketing. Experiential marketing is something that we are that is very, very popular right now. It's direct marketing, it's field marketing, and it's sales promotions. Experiential marketing, if done right, is a great, great, great way of interacting your customers. Experiential marketing is actually marketing somebody and having them do something. You see at Dick's Sporting Goods, the best example I can think of is at Dick's Sporting Goods. If you want to try a golf club out, you can go in the back room and they've got that golf simulator. That's an example of experiential marketing. Sometimes you'll see at different fishing shows or sportsman shows, they bring in a van and you can actually do digital or virtual fishing. Anytime you can get your audience interactions and interacting to you is called experiential marketing. You should look up, it's really cool, but you should look Esurance up, Esurance and baseball. They did a really cool experiential marketing where you could actually, virtually, you could catch a pitch from a major league pitcher and it actually snapped in your glove. Even, you know, and you had the 3D or the virtual reality glasses on, it actually snapped in your glove. It was really cool. You actually kind of flinched when because that fastball came at you so much, and then in the curve, you actually flinched. But Esurance did that with fans at baseball games to try to get them interacting to their brand. This concludes part one. We will be back with part two in just a few minutes, and until then, I will see you.